Is it really worth working one more year? This is a question I'm seeing asked more and more by clients. But how much of a difference can working one more year actually have to your retirement? Because for a lot of us, it's very difficult to actually grasp the concept of the difference this can make to your longer term retirement plan. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through an example of someone that's age 59. I'm going to show you what their plan looks like based on them retiring at age 60 in a year's time, and what their plan looks like if they were to stop working fully today. And this should give you an idea if it's actually worth working an extra 12 months. But if you're new here, my name's Ben, and I've worked in financial services for the last 8 years. And my aim is to help as many people as possible gain more clarity and confidence around their personal finances and specifically their retirement plan. So on screen now, I've put the details of a fictional client named Elaine. Now, Elaine is currently age 59 and she's planning to stop working next year at age 60. Now, this has always been her plan for the last 10 to 15 years, and this is really what she's been working towards. And she said to me, look, I'm enjoying work, but I would love to stop now if I could. Now, Elaine's currently earning £70,000 a year, and has been earning that for probably the last 5 or 10 years on average. And she's got £30,000 sat in the bank, and she's got a pension pot of £500,000. And in addition to this, she's got an old final salary scheme from a previous employer, which is going to pay her £3,000 a year from age 60. Her current pension's invested in a balanced portfolio of about 60% equities and 40% bonds, and she's got the full state pension entitlement from age 67 of £12,500. Now, when it comes to retirement planning, it's really important you've got a good handle on what your desired spending is. And what I mean by this is looking at what your essential expenses are and what your non-essential expenses are. Now, this is going to be different depending on your circumstances, but for Elaine, her essential expenses are £2,000 a month, and her non-essential expenses are £1,000 a month. And later in the video, you'll see why this is important, why working out what your essential expenses are and what your non-essential expenses are when it comes to retirement planning. So with Elaine, we sat down and we said, okay, if you were to retire in 12 months' time, how much could you realistically spend? Because you've told me your essential expenses are £2,000 a month and your non-essential expenses are £1,000 a month. So if you were to stop working in 12 months' time, is that feasible? And you can see here how much Elaine could spend in retirement based on her retiring in 12 months' time, which coincidentally, for the purposes of this video, is that £3,000 a month. So that's great. That current plan works. But as we've said, Elaine would love to stop working now if she could, because, she's worked in the current job for about the last 10 years. She enjoys it, but she's really feeling the effects on her body and would love to stop working now if she could. And again, this is one of the key things that we see with clients is people are starting to really evaluate, is it really worth working that extra year? And I've seen this particularly since COVID. People are really looking at retirement very differently because for a lot of people, COVID was a big reality check that none of us are infallible. And time really does matter more than money for most people. So if we run numbers based on her stopping work now, how much difference does that make in terms of how much she can spend a month in retirement? You can see here the difference that makes. So instead of spending that £3,000 a month, she could sustainably spend £2,825 a month. That's a £175 a month difference. Now, for most of you, I'm sure you would have thought this would make a bigger difference. £175 a month to stop working a year earlier. Is it really worth it? Now, again, this is going to be different for everyone, whether they think it's worth it or not. But the point is, you really need to think about this when it comes to retirement planning. Is it really worth spending another 12 months, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, going to your job and not enjoying the life you really want to for an extra £175 a month? Now, clearly the figure is going to be different for everyone in terms of the difference it makes, because if you're planning to spend more than this, clearly the difference is going to be a bit bigger. And if perhaps you're looking to stop working maybe 2 or 3 years earlier, then clearly, again, that's going to have a bigger impact on the difference. But hopefully this gives you an idea of the difference it could actually make in terms of whether you retire now versus in a year, 2 or 3 years' time. And like I said, not everyone is going to be in this position. So what I would suggest you do is download my free retirement calculator. And you can find a link to this in the description below. And what this allows you to do is you can go in and put your own details. So your current age, how much is in your pension currently, what you're contributing each month regularly, how much you'd ideally like to spend in retirement, and when you would like to retire. And what the calculator does is this shows you if you are on track to retire when you want with the level of income you want. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and got some value from it. If you did, please do consider subscribing to the channel for more videos just like this in the future, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.